We bring you So Close to Homeless. These stories are brought to you by NBC5 News and Access in an effort to start a community discussion.
Tonight, NBC5's Natalie Weber is introducing us to Trinidad Flores. He loves to give back to the community, looming hats for those in need. He donates them all to local hospitals and people living on the street, all while struggling with homelessness himself.
Trinidad Flores is changing lives, one hat at a time.
I like saying ripples of compassion turns into waves of compassion.
His hobby of looming sparked compassion hats 3 years ago.
Working on going nonprofit.
Right now, it's a 3-person operation. Flores, his mother, and his son. But you wouldn't guess that by their product turnout.
Just me alone, about 1,700.
Most of his compassion hats are made for babies, especially those born prematurely. Right now, the group is working on a batch goal of 130 for local hospitals.
A family that we knew down the street, they have one of the hats that I made.
But Flores also makes child and adult-sized hats.
Usually they go out to the homeless.
It's a struggle Flores understands all too well. He's lived on the street for years.
Where did you sleep last night?
Oh, out in the middle of a field, underneath a tree.
Where are you going to sleep tonight?
No clue.
Flores lives with PTSD and depression, a product of time spent in prison years ago. He says looming and compassion hats has been the best therapy he's tried.
When I had my major mental health breakdown last year, I really picked up on it and just kept going. And because it helps you forget everything that's going on in your mind because you're focusing on what you're doing.
Flores says living on the street has been challenging, but more than anything, eye-opening.
There's some that's all they think about is themselves. Then there's others that are out on the street, but yet conduct their lives like they're living in a house or whatever.
Very soon, Flores will have his own tiny house. He's moving into Hope Village, a community for people trying to get off the street.
It's a step into getting my life back in order and getting back into a routine.
And while Flores is still waiting for the official move-in date, he has compassion hats to keep him going.
The coolest thing is the finished product, you're giving back to one person at a time. That's what the society should be doing, is helping others.
In Medford, Natalie Weber, NBC5 News.
Natalie, thank you. If you or someone you know is struggling with homelessness, there are resources available. To learn more, check out SoCloseToHomeless.org and like So Close to Homeless on Facebook for updates.